Robert, a plantation owner, freed a group of slaves, but instead of showing gratitude, they became arrogant and disrespectful. They demanded free food from Robert and refused to work. Soon, sugarcane harvest season arrived. Robert had no choice but to ask for their help. He promised to pay them double if they would help cut the cane, but they immediately refused, saying they were now equals, and Robert had no right to order them around. They even demanded that Robert bring them fried chicken and watermelon in the evening, preferably with some cigarettes and alcohol too. This infuriated Robert. He had once freed them out of compassion, hoping they could earn money through honest work, but they had no intention of working. Robert had no choice but to turn and leave. Seeing Robert angry, they actually started mocking him, calling him a white monkey, yet they completely forgot who had freed them in the first place. Still, Robert held on to hope. The next day, Robert raised the rent, trying to force them to work, not realizing they had no intention of paying at all. Without hesitation, they tore up the notice and marched together to the mansion. They told Robert they were tired of living in thatched huts and would be moving into the mansion that night, ordering Robert to move out of his own room. Robert instantly flew into a rage. He set fire to all their thatched huts and warned them that if they wanted a place to live, they had to work. Terrified, they quickly agreed to help with the harvest the next day. Robert thought they had finally come to their senses, but when he woke up the next morning, everyone had fled the plantation. Robert's heart sank into despair. His compassion had turned to hatred. The sugarcane meant everything to Robert. When a woman he had once liked tried to talk to him, he almost couldn't stop himself from hitting her. In the end, Robert had to accept reality. The sugarcane rotted completely in the fields, and he fell seriously ill for a month. He vowed never to trust anyone again and eventually left the plantation in silence. The former slaves thought they had defeated the plantation owner. They moved into his mansion and spent their days playing and sleeping. But because they refused to work, their food supply quickly ran out. Eventually, they hit the road again, fleeing in search of survival. One by one, they were captured by nearby landowners and forced back into slavery. The slaves still believed someone would show kindness like Robert had, but instead, they were hanged on the spot. In the end, they couldn't escape their fate and became low-class slaves once more.